No, sir.
That's a glove, sir.
Okay, so out of character, Madhu, she did really good. This is why I have always been asking you to come to direct class. Finally, you have made the decision.
Please, sir.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, last but by no means the least, Mr. Dakshin Siddharth brings his team here.
Because please get up.
So hi everyone, namaste. So hello sir, nice to meet you. I'm Mr.
Sir, 12 minutes, sir.
Nickel, made of nickel.
Yes.
Nickel is approved.
Hello, Nickel. Nice meeting you.
Thank you sir.
So this is the theme music for Nickel.
She's playing.
She's playing. There is bass music.
Her mind is connected to the phone.
Yes sir.
So it's the speaker is on the phone.
Sir,
I'm talking about it. So the speaker is here, sir. And
It's connected to the phone.
It's connected to the phone.
You can control it to the phone.
Oh wow. So now the music is switched off. Is it Nickel?
Ask some music.
Yes sir.
Nickel, play Nickel, Ryan and Skit.
Sir, we don't play that.
since this is an international event, sir,
We don't play Tamil music.
Okay. So
No Tamil music, sir. We respect Tamil.
okay, Nickel, play Michael Jackson's Smooth Criminal.
So, processing,
Play
sir.
Michael Jackson, good criminal.
And processing. 3.
Sir, shall we start, sir?
Yes.
3.
Michael, focus, okay? Answer these questions.
The opening beat. Nickel, the opening beat of Smooth Criminal song.
Play the opening beat of Smooth Criminal song.
The scream of Michael Jackson.
The playing scream of Michael Jackson.
Okay, Nickel. It's not the time to listen to the music. Stop the music.
Thank you sir.
Nickel, take it.
Thank
We
you.
can take it.
Because next week.
Bonus 20 marks for this idea, this entire idea. Good job.
creativity, sir, creativity.
Creativity edges.
Okay. So I'd like to call upon RAW Wing Commander. Please call the Wing Commander in our company.
2, 1.
Now only started, sir.
Dr. Nagland, please.
It's okay, it's okay. It's okay.
So everyone, hello sir, thank you for letting me speak here, and thanks to everyone who has. Okay, I get it. So thank you for everyone who is listening to us, who has taken their time to watch us. And can I start, sir? So I am here to present to you one of the first, dare I say, the first machines in this planet right now that is running on ASA, sir, artificial super intelligence. One of the first of a kind. I think it's safe to say that IVT is the pioneers in this field, sir. IVT are the pioneers in this field, sir. I am happy to present you, Mikkel. And
And nickel made of nickel.
that's a gas mask. Well done, Mikkel. So what we are here to show, I am the head of the research and analysis wing under IVT, sir, headed by our sir Dakshin Siddharth here. And what we did here in Mikkel is what the writers did in 1908, sir, if I make if I dare make that comparison. Just 12 days before the writers started, went on the first page, which lasted for about 37 seconds, sir. The New York Times posted an article saying humanity will not fly for another 1,000 years, sir. And people are circulating it amongst the social media and all those things right now. And right now people are saying that artificial intelligence will never be powerful enough in our lifetime to support human beings, sir, as of now in 2020. But we are here with the hopes that we can prove them wrong, and with the hopes that we have introduced something big that the world as a whole can benefit from, sir. So, sir, would you like to start, sir?
Before that.
Nickel,
Yes, Commander.
sit down. Be seated. Everybody is a commander for you, Nickel.
Yes, sir.
Whoever is the command. Is the commander.
Okay. So, Nickel, first of all, tell us why are you named Nickel?
So it's a combination of two names, Commander.
Who are the names? Or what are the names? Who are they?
So,
Mr. Nagla mentioned that you will speak more like a human being, but you are sounding like a machine.
She is a bit nervous,
Sir,
because she is in front of
so we
a
have
big
fish.
audience, sir. This is one of our
Nervous?
no, sir.
So,
not
Right
you have to troubleshoot.
So we have 3 different levels, sir. Minimum, maximum, and normal.
Do you want to see the pro level, sir?
This is just ultimate pro max level of
Okay.
Nickel.
Which level do you want,
Fix
sir?
yourself in ultimate pro
I
max
want a
level.
very simple,
Okay, sir.
basic level of Nickel.
Mikkel, simple basic.
Simple basic level activated.
So we will have different kinds of.
Why are you opening the zip as if the bus conductor is opening his bag? What is it?
That is a super
It's my normal.
Yeah, Miss Kalvika.
We will have different kinds of emotions as how to have, and that's why she responded to it.
And okay, Mr. Ved's version. What is the reason for Mikkel always telling about the material she's made of every time she is attending her thing?
Because what she's made up of is very important here, because most of the robots are failed because of the, I will say that the parts of their made, because they did not resist for long. For example, last year the same conference we introduced a robot, but we didn't release a robot.
What was the name of it?
The robot was named Optimus, Optimus 2.0. The robot didn't resist because of the proper parts. So
Commander, the Optimus is now dismantled commander, and it is no more invisible commander.
it's not just been resisted in the field.
So we work with.
No, that's opposite.
That was made by Krishnan Associates. And why is your commander
So you have got a
talking
news.
It's an Optimus 2.0. That was
That's
1.0.
practical news. Yes, sir.
The name is licensed and it is meant for only Krishnan
Which
Associates.
is one of the reasons why it was decommissioned. So they
Why
realized
is your guys speaking about
So
Optimus?
an example, sir.
You now have to speak here.
Hey, I'm sorry, chicken, please go.
Right, okay, India, go back to seat.
Sir, I was testing, sir. If I say something
Let the robot speak.
That's why, sir, if I say something wrong, my robot will speak. Robot speak.
That was the demonstration.
Analysis we have made Optimus over Humanoid commander, and that's why we are creating this so that the material that we used to produce that Optimus 1.0 was really bad, and that's why that robot was dismantled. So our commander, Mr. Watson,
Yes, sir.
that should not happen now, and that's why he is mentioning that legal.
Thank you for the estimate information.
Commander.
Mr. Dakshin Siddharth, you are the chief engineer. So we are very happy that you have tried to bring up a Tamil lady name for your robot Mikkel. And you have merged Mitra and Kalpita, who are the chief
They were
designers.
the founders of our company.
That's
The
brilliant.
memory of them.
I really appreciate that. So, who is going to, we had Indicate that is a multitudinal trade machine. We have Deer, which is towards the agriculture. What is Mikkel towards?
Sir, shall I answer? Sir, so we have 7 levels of AI, sir. And the top 3 levels are ANI, Artificial Narrow Intelligence, AGI, Artificial General Intelligence, and ASI, Artificial Super Intelligence. But we haven't turned on the ASI mode yet, because if we turn on the ASI mode, then it will be able to do things on its own without us giving commands. So right now it's in AGI, which means that it has the intelligence level of a human being. And I don't think any other robot, most other robots in the world don't have that level yet. So it can work. It can be customized to work in various departments. So it can be fitted with missile launches, and Sir Vedos will take care of it. He'll fit it with missile launches if you want to lend it out to a defense agency. And it also has a space suit. And robots are specially designed to work in space and other. Yes, sir.
Then how is it different from Indicate? Which is
Sir,
also a
it's
space
one of
shuttle.
the customizations of it. So it can be.
Sir, I can do multitasking,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
I can do all the
Is the robot getting your approval to speak? Because
Yes,
of that?
Yes, sir. We encourage them to be as realistic as
I
like a
have
human as
programmed
possible.
that with the code, sir.
Yeah, you are saying.
Yes, sir.
How are you different from Indicate?
Sir, I can do multitasking, sir.
You can do multitasking. In another 3 seconds, I want you to pick up an iron piece from this particular diagram. 3, 2, 1, go.
This is an iron piece, sir.
Wow, look at the strength, sir. Look at the strength. It weighs about
Oh my God!
3.4 tons.
Yeah.
3.4 tons.
Keep it as it was, keep it as it
Keep it
was.
as yes.
In another 5 seconds, go and pick up a plastic iron. 3, 2, 1, go.
See, sir, smart thinking,
Keep
sir.
it where it was, keep it where it
2
was.
seconds, yes, sir.
Go and touch a grey cloth substance in another 5
Grey
seconds.
colour cloth.
Cloth substance. Okay, stand straight, stand straight. Feet on the back end of waist version.
No!
No, sir. I got it.
Take the friendship chain. Hand it over to me nicely. what is the volume or velocity of a nunchuck spin when it is spun on a very very fast manner by a martial art expert?
So that is based on the practice that the person has gone through.
Yes.
The speed that person can go through is based on this concept. And the velocity and density can be calculated from which the person spins his wheels
Beginner and pro.
acceleration, sir.
Thank you. You can sit down.
Sir.
You can sit down. You avoid your rapid fire history.
I
Okay?
thank you, sir.
Mr. Dakshin Sudha.
Yes, sir.
So, how your meter? Okay. So 1 second. Take a rest. I'll come back to you. Can you come forward?
Yes, sir, I'll explain the special features, sir. As I'm,
No, you are explaining.
Sir, I'm
the
going to
answer.
explain, that's my duty, sir. I'll explain then you ask the question, sir.
I will ask the question and then you can explain. How Mikkel is going to inspire college and school students?
College is, sir, technology, sir. And she is programmed with very specialized software, sir. And I'm responsible for that. And many of the college students will get inspired by her knowledge and vivid thinking, sir. Creative thinking, vivid thinking, and positive thinking, sir. And she'll be positive at every time. So whatever question you ask, she never says no, and she never answers negatively.
When Mikkel was supposed to transit and switch over from an iron piece to a plastic piece, your chief head Dakshin Sudha mentioned something in Tamil, which is not actually allowed in the conference. He
That's,
said, "Angeye idukku something."
Sir, that is.
What
that's
does that
not-
mean, first of
Sir,
all?
So she can understand Tamil too.
She can understand.
I did not ask you to give Tamil and Tamil, Mr. Dakshin
So
Sudha.
that's not a Tamil, it's a code language,
Yes,
sir.
code
code
It's a
language.
secret language, but don't want to mention here. In army, sir, most of them.
In Indian Army.
No, sir. In our company, proprietary information, sir. Unfortunately, we can
Yes.
understand.
By any chance you would like to speak something about Indian Army? Let's talk about Indian
No,
Army.
sir, right. In defense, sir, it's saying commonly in defense, sir. Most of.
Sure,
It
sure.
will not take on its own decision.
Yeah,
No, when the ASI mode is switched on, it
It's now.
Okay, okay. I think we might be getting series of answers for our series of questions if you are explaining the features that you are supposed
Yes,
to.
sir. Actually, I'm starting first, sir. I'm sourcing and assembling things, sir. I'm that department. I belong to that department. Basically, you know Mr. Vaishnav, sir. I'm a student. I'm inspired because of him, and he's master of artificial intelligence and master of robotics, sir. And he was sitting in the same seat we were sitting before 20 years, and now he's retired, sir. And I'm his proud student. So I follow all the principles he followed. I think you are a student of him, sir. Robotics.
No,
No, sir.
I hate that man.
You hate that man, sir. No problem, sir. But I love that man because he's very intelligent, sir, than you. And robotics.
Minus for talking less about Ram Malhotra.
No, sir. Robotics, sir. Artificial intelligence.
You mentioned it yourself. You literally mentioned.
Second question, for the college students, I can, I'm a therapy student, I can teach all therapy for the
Too late. Yes.
I wanted to add on before Super we have programmed liquid in such a way that we have reduced the syntactic code. So if a person is too low or so if a person is feeling too low or less confident about himself or herself, she can motivate themselves.
But
I have all the therapies in my.
you are trying to change it. You are trying to change the table over here. This man is driven towards the ego, and he's finding fault.
No, sir.
I will make sure that your scientist license itself is going to be cancelled
So
for
he's
the
retired,
next
sir.
3 decades.
No problem, sir. He's retired and he's just.
I'm least bothered about the joker that you're speaking about. I'm only bothered about you and your attitude.
Sir, I'm just.
I might be having this wonderful motivation. You spoke about motivation, Mr. Vaishnav. I have a
Yes.
wonderful motivation
Yes,
of
sir.
cancelling this entire
Sir,
robot.
sir,
You can dismantle it.
Listen.
You can dismantle it. You
Sir,
can
sir, 1 second, sir.
Sir, can I add on?
He is calling Ravan Malhotra
Sir.
as a bad person.
Sir, no,
And
sir.
he says he's not asking
Sir,
him to
Ravan
have some-
Malhotra is the best person, sir. He's master in robotics and master in
You
artificial
heard it yourself. He mentioned that comparing
Sir, no,
myself
sir.
to
Sir,
someone.
you are better in AI, sir. He
Yes,
is better in robotics.
yes, sir.
That's not a problem here. If Mikal has to be on the planet, it's me who
Yes,
has
sir.
to.
Yes, sir.
You are the king of AI, sir.
King of AI, sir.
Listen to his AI
Yes, sir.
teachers, sir.
And
Yes,
that's
sir.
why you are here now.
Yes, sir.
Can I add-
Yes, sir.
Can I speak some points?
What?
And sir, because this strike me when you said. This strike
Fine, Commander.
This strike me when
You
you
can
mentioned.
sit down because
Yes,
better
sir.
off
When
Mikal.
you mentioned the thought of dismantling vehicles, sir, and that is that what we have to another thing, sir. Even if right now you deem that vehicle right now, sorry to say this, but it's not fit enough or it's not let's say perfected enough yet to be released into the public, sir. We will only.
See, another confusion that Mikkel is
Sir,
not ready.
it's a hypothetical situation, sir.
Mikkel manufactured by Pagal, and that Pagal is standing behind.
Sir, I
Sir,
said.
why are you using Hindi words, sir? It's prohibited here.
Why mother tongue is Hindi? You are in
My
New
mother
Delhi.
tongue in Tamil, sir.
New Delhi.
Sir, you're not supposed to use.
You know what? Your license is called.
Sir, fight for your rights, sir.
I am writing. I am
Sir, you
writing.
taught me, sir, fight for your rights.
Fight for your rights, yeah.
Yes, sir.
You are seeing for the first time in your
No,
and you are
Sir,
saying.
you're a student. You're a
Sir,
student.
he has seen the conferences you have attended, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sir,
I'm following the YouTube channel, sir.
Sir, one. Yes.
Are you sure you have mentioned everything about the report that we have prepared?
Sir,
No, sir.
One more. You can.
Yes, sir. As I said, your Insta ID's profile picture says that you are a 9-man fan, sir.
No, I don't know.
Sir, your Instagram ID says that, sir, I'm a die-hard fan of Iron Man, sir. What can I do?
I did not say.
Your official ID, sir.
Raval Malhotra followers can have any number of
Oh,
IDs.
sorry, sir.
It's called as Raval Malhotra real. In that Instagram ID, a good site
Then I
follow.
respect you, sir. You are.
We are respecting,
Yeah,
sir.
yes, sir. You
What
are
my
respecting
colleague meant to say here is that what we have tapped into an untamed and unused word of resources that is ASI, sir, and we have set the template for. We have set the basement for countless other people to come in and add their own innovative ideas and develop their own success. Develop as much as they can, sir. And we are only hoping that happens with influx of ideas from creative people in different places and different ages and different communities, sir. We will only be able to go up from here, sir. There is no downward slope to this technology right now, sir. And yes, sir.
Downward slope, yeah, that's a key word. I really appreciate that. So, why is it like my mind keeps on saying, as a chairperson of this entire committee, that the license has to be given? We are going to sanction only 2 robots out of the 3 here. So, why is it like my mind saying Inditech and Deer are going to be sanctioned?
Because you didn't hear us completely.
Yes, sir.
Sir,
You speak too much.
Very
That's-
Sir, you didn't hear us completely.
Completely, sir, there are a lot of features.
Yes, sir. Listen patiently.
How do you
sir.
know?
Explain.
Get back all of it.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Mikkel,
Yes,
are you
Commander.
ready to take some questions?
Yes, Commander.
Go and stand here, Deer, and get some information. And I want you to have a proper cordial communication with Deer, the other robot.
Namaste, dear Commander. So can you please present the features, please?
Normal one. Very correct.
So that's minus 2 towards, sir.
Yeah, please.
Any Commander?
Yeah.
So,
Get these.
what difference do you see between your self and Deer?
Sir, I'm doing multitasking, sir, and I can do anything that you command and everything that is entered and the coding is done, sir. But she's only ready for the agriculture, sir. She's ready for doing the job, this, that, sir, and take an agricultural field, sir.
Right, sit down.
So it's a comparison between Deer and Beetle. Can I complete my view?
Sure, why not?
So they are saying like they can do any command while the commander does. So what if he says to kill a person, and they say they have programming above that human thinking. All the robots can do whatever they want. They have seen the movie I Robots. So what if it happens like that? So if you let's come to that particular movie in itself, sir. Will Smith was a person who didn't believe in that software that controlled all every robot, sir. And we come to realize that was a mistake based on the 3 laws of robotics mentioned that, sir. And due to the reason that one robot could bypass the 3 laws of robotics was the reason that the whole world at that time was saved from the IS-5 model.
Yeah, but the Vicky was the only one who commanded all those, right?
Yes, sir.
But Vicky didn't obey the laws, right?
Yes, sir. Vicky didn't obey the laws, sir. Sunny also didn't obey the laws, sir. Just because Sunny didn't obey the laws only was the reason that Will Smith was able to, let's say, deassemble Vicky, sir. So if we come by that logic, then we must have a Will Smith somewhere in us, no, sir.
Okay.
And even if you say that may cause a lot of damages, sir, that's still.
You have the last 3 minutes and bonus for the team. You have the last 2 minutes and whatever pending things that have to be
Sir, our
explained.
chief will conclude everything, sir, and he will explain about the attachments, equipments, utilities, everything, sir.
For different applications, we have different basics. Yes,
Sure.
Chief, sir.
Sir, so let me explain about the programming and the artificial intelligence used in robots, sir. Just as humans have the nervous system, just like that, it has a neural network, sir, and it is able to think just like a human being, and it has got a feature known as machine perception, which enables it to recognize people, and it can even process the thoughts of a person standing right in front of her based on his expressions. She can
Editor, come out here and stand.
person.
First,
It's not a human actually. I think it's AI.
Chief.
okay, Chief, come and stand over there.
Is the angle okay?
Wait once.
Is the angle okay? Can you scan?
Can you please
Sir, shall I switch
It's
the
like
ASI mode on?
mega six, so you can.
So we have
Shall I
extra
switch the
voice.
ASI mode on?
Sure.
Yeah.
And now also switch on extra
Yes,
voice.
yes,
yeah.
Okay, extra
Uh,
voice.
Ready?
Great commander.
Good.
Process is
3, 2,
thoughts
1.
based on his expressions.
Start.
Okay.
Remove your mask.
Commander, can you please
Come, Mr. Reddy. Remove your mask.
Tell me now what he thinks.
This person is a very innocent person because he's smiling very good.
I'm very angry now.
Sir,
Everyone is
Ready?
he's lying, sir.
He's angry
Tell
because-
me why this 185 kilograms of douchebag is happening.
Commander, if a person gets angry, if a person gets laughing by seeing a person opposite to him or her wrongly gets angry because he or she should not laugh out and lose in that competition. So that's why he's angry.
He was trying to be an imposter, sir.
But he's a
The imposter among us.
Fair enough. With whatever understanding that I have about him,
Vertigo.
he has drawn an elephant on his forearm, so which is very small.
Now,
Statue, sir.
Since this interface is not going to be fit for a human robot, we can go back and take it.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Vivek.
Thank you, sir.
it's been programmed using
My colleague Rafiq has got a question.
How quickly it adds if genuine questions?
how quickly?
It adds if genuine questions.
Sir,
Responding time.
response. Sir, if it's normal human being, it takes about 0.3 or 0.4 seconds for us to process
Then how
because the
is
sound still lingers on in our brain. But
Sir,
this
for
robot,
example, Rabo, look at. See, sir, response.
this is the response, sir. It will be able to do it in a fraction of a second.
Okay.
Practical example.
Your time is done.
Okay, sir. Thanks.
So, Ms. Karthika, can you come over here?
We'll explain most of the features, sir.
Your planned finally.
Whatever plan that you have, as your co-inspector says, tell us.
Sir, I would like to say the special feature of this robot, sir. The special feature of this robot it's adaptability, sir. We have programmed it in such a way that all the codings of few robots, like humanoid robot,
For you?
For three of them.
Right, okay. So 5 minutes on please. You are a continuation line. Okay? Now you have a result for me. You will get results for me. So you move there or me and I'll do the same. Yeah. Say bye to everybody. Hello, bye. That's 9. I don't want to go. Okay, bye bye. Thank you. One second. Yes, we should be up. Right, thank. So after this presentation, we are finishing up the class. You're not missing anything. So you will be getting the result only tomorrow. Bye.
we have been coding of augmented robot, humanoid robot, and autonomous robot, everything are present in one single robot. So I think this is the biggest advantage the robot is having. So we recommend that the company we actually want to buy this robot.
Which company? You represent which company?
Indian government.
Indian government. Okay, so why don't you give yourself some comments so that we could see the demonstration?
We can stand up. Turn right. Lift your hands at 45 degrees. 90 degrees. Sit down. It will be able to do it everything accurately as how
The
we
queen of trigonometry.
As time goes, sir, we have combined both deep learning and machine learning work. sorry sir, we combine deep learning and machine learning algorithms in Nickel right here sir. So as time goes on, she can only grow better sir.
Yes, sir. And our aim is to prove to the world that AI and humans can work together in the future. Sir.
And it's also very strong, sir.
Can
You
meet
see,
it? Okay.
they can hold even 3.5 and very.
3.4.
That was 3.5.
Can Mikkel take some comment from the video conference?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Good, sir.
Well, Miss Kiran Aditya belonging to Aditya Enterprises, would you like to give a comment to Mikkel?
Not so much, sir. I just, not really, sir. It's just that this robot, I think my robot would be best.
How many people in this room would like to give some comments to Mikkel? Mr. Ritan Nitish, will go first. Yeah.
So look, sir.
Sir, giving
Also comment?
Social distancing, sir. You're not supposed to make no comment.
That Mikkel has to say.
And
Not taking from
He is
him.
not brain, sir.
Not taking from him. That's not allowed. So if you are going to repeat whatever Mr. Wade's version has mentioned, so please care not to say that.
excuse me, Canada, I'm extremely sorry. I can't follow this command. Come on, have taken.
BBC is watching, sir. How can?
Why is Mikkel calling everybody a commander?
Sir, whoever commands is a commander, sir. We are all humans, sir. She is designed to work with humans and obey humans.
As the time is not sufficient, I won't be able to.
Yeah.
And elders are like God for us, so we won't be able to.
Yeah,
And
right.
that's
So,
how
yes, sir.
my commanders have programmed me. Sorry.
50 years. Sir, she's only 20 years old, sir. How can she lift an elbow?
Okay, Mr. Krishnan.
Shoot the bulb.
20 years old.
Can I go and take a gun and a bullet, sir? Okay.
No, not necessary. Come back.
Not that. Yes, sir.
Sorry,
She is
command
not
over.
over. This is broadcasting
Too
over.
much of violence is not allowed.
Yeah.
Yes, Prabhu Aditya. You are not a robot here. You are one among the public.
So if he has created those.
That will be temperature, bro.
It will just take 5 seconds. Five,
So the whole,
4. Oh, even before the. Come on, proceed.
What was the difference?
so it is about
Temperature is.
100 degrees Celsius, sir.
Fahrenheit.
Fahrenheit.
Aditya.
No, she was telling your temperature. No. First about here and then the city. Sir, he's feverish, sir. He's feverish. She's
Okay,
So your chief commander told like all the people are commanders. So what if I command you to kill him and what if he tells not to kill him? Which command will you obey?
That's not in my program, sir. I won't kill my own commanders.
Yeah.
For the administrators.
Okay, even I am a commander, right? But I have asked you to kill him.
Sir, Asimov's laws of robotics, sir. Robots shall not harm other humans, sir. And second one, yes, sir. A robot shall not harm other humans, sir. And the robot shall not follow a command if it interferes with the first law, sir, which is
And also
the
the
second.
programming is
You said your robot doesn't have any laws, right?
Sir, if the ASA is switched on, sir, right now for the sake of broadcasting to the whole entire world through the British Broadcasting Corporation, it is switched on.
But it can think like a human, sir. Just like
No,
a
you
small
know that
Indian child.
ASA is more than human thinking.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
ASA is not
It's not switched on yet, sir.
Sir,
It
it
is
is not
switched on
on
when it is-
So when it switched on, what she will do?
Sir, 1 second, sir. It's just like a small Indian kid, sir.
Okay.
A small Indian kid obeys the elders, right?
Okay.
But if the elder person says, go and kill your parents, he will do it. No.
Okay. Do you have a comment? Anybody else has a comment?
Sir,
Yes.
so may I ask a question, sir?
Yeah.
So, friends, you say that this robot is basically to help humans and all and to converse with humans, but to err is human, and if you say that this robot can basically be a human, then it also means that this robot can make a lot of mistakes, am I right?
Ma'am, actually, ASI is
Why
basically on the-
Mikkel is not speaking for?
Sir, she said friends, sir.
Sir.
Yes, sir.
So I won't be able to.
This question is for whom, ma'am? Is it for us? Or?
You, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Exactly.
Sir, Kiran answer to me. Kiran answer. Yeah, so ASI has the capability to think 100 times better than AGI. That is, AGI is artificial general intelligence. That is an average human intelligence, but ASI can think about 100 times better than AGI, so there's no scope of mistake, and it can even perform in the most hostile conditions possible. If you give it an Alice,
IVT Superbot 236 version 2.0.
that's the secret code name of the project. So why did you say it out, sir?
Oh my God,
Sir, okay, switch to the secondary emergency.
Okay.
Switch
So why did you
to emergency project. Switch to emergency project. Okay.
It's just here, sir. Assignment, sourcing, I source.
You can scan it. You are please.
This needs explanation. You mentioned about cognitive architecture.
Yes, sir.
And you have also mentioned IVT Superbot 236 version 2.0. IVT Superbot 236 might not be having cognitive architecture. So there is a correlation.
Sir, that is
No correlation.
Yes, that's the secret code name, sir. That was the secret code name.
Sir, this is confidential, sir. I'm sorry, sir.
Yes, sir. Artificial intelligence update.
Yeah, so it's very confidential.
Yes,
So
sir.
you don't want this to be diluted.
Yes, sir.
So then you will dismantle.
Sir, that's not my intention,
Sir,
sir.
but we have changed it, sir. We have changed it altogether, right?
Yes, sir.
We
Yes,
had,
sir. Now it's
One last minute for
So it's a change.
one last minute for the conclusion. You can sit down
This
because
is not standing, so no gravity.
conclusion.
No,
Conclusion before we are winding
Sir,
up.
school students and college students, so that point is very important. Sir, so this robot has reached.
Out of character, whatever they have planned on the notebook, they have managed to cover it because that's very important.
Since this robot has achieved the pinnacle of artificial intelligence, it will inspire more entrepreneurs, and entrepreneurs are basically more of college graduates who are young people who have new ideas, fresh ideas. So they'll be able to follow the footsteps of this robot and they'll be able to take it as an inspiration. And school kids may not be able to invent such a big robot, but they can do it at grassroots level, like a vacuum cleaner robot and other sorts of things. And this is the thing which develops into the future and they become great entrepreneurs and scientists.
Okay, thank you. Scientists can go back to your seats. Robots stay here.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for joining.
Yeah, forget because she's not coming back to you. Go back.
Sir, are you ready to go?
No, I'm not.
we are not doing the science, sir, because it is going to be Indian government, sir.
Your teammate Kavita mentioned it is only for the government office. I don't know.
Please get the people. Let's go back to our seat.
But the commander has to, is wanting me to sit down.
Oh, do you want?
Sorry,
Sit down.
Sit down, sit down.
Okay,
Yes.
commander.
Sit down.
Program to maximum.
Oh,
Sit down.
then approve.
Rapid fire question before we finish up.
Yes, sir.
What are the special features of Aditya Enterprises company? You have been observing.
So the main outcome of that company is agriculture, sir. The robot here can do all the agricultural work and it's very fine, sir.
What is the name of the robot of Vishnu Industries?
It is beyond the upgradation,
What is
sir.
the name of the robot of Vishnu Industries?
Sir, it is beyond the upgradation,
What is the
sir.
name of the robot that was
This
manufactured?
robot. Look at.
Sit down, officer. What is the name of the robot that was launched by Vishnu Industries and that was the first presentation of this conference?
Indeed, sir.
Indeed. So is this the robot's nature? She will cook up anything?
No, sir. It's more than my upgradation, sir. The question that was asked was beyond my upgradation, sir.
So how can we trust you?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Because
Mr. Yes,
a government officer doesn't even know how to use a calculator. So how can he depend upon the advancement of ASI, AGA and all that?
Sir, my commanders have already programmed everything, sir. Until 0.1% of programming is left, sir. And that is for after this conference and we have planned it after the
Yes, sir.
conference. It's
Yes,
all
sir.
confidential, sir.
Okay, finish all the configuration and then bring it back to the ARA test.
Sir, you can switch on the AC mode and ask whatever you want, sir.
Okay, switch on the ASI.
Switch on.
Wait.
Yeah.
Once again, I have to confirm the
Okay,
request.
sir.
This is some safety measure, sir. In case anything goes wrong, sir. Ready, sir? People, please.
How much time do we have?
So 1 minute.
1 minute.
Done, sir.
Done, sir.
What is the name of Vishnu Industries?
Sir, you can't repeat the same
Switch on
question.
the ASI.
Ask some other question.
Now she's programmed new, sir.
Officer,
New
Officer.
And everything is back up, sir.
Ask from the beginning, sir. Ask from the
Ask from the beginning. My second question. What is the name of the robot that was manufactured?
So you need to say the answer first.
Shut up.
Sir, this beyond upgradation I have asked the commander, sir.
Sit down, Mikhail. Sit down.
Thank you, sir.
Nickel made up of nickel is not mature enough to pass the licensing.
Sir, I'm sorry, sir. Everything is beyond my upgradation, sir.
Malfunctioning happening. Sit
No,
down.
sir. No one.
She's repeating herself.
Battery down
She's
successfully.
repeating herself.
Change the battery.
Sir, graphene battery, sir. It
So
takes
battery
2
change
seconds to charge.
What's the difference between you? What's the difference between you and Sophia?
Sir, I will change the battery, sir.
What's the difference?
Sir,
Which Sophia, sir?
What's the difference between you and
Sir,
Sophia?
my sister's name is Sophia, sir. My sister Sophia.
Sit.
Sir, which Sophia? My another sister's name was Sophia, sir.
It was nice meeting you, Mika.
Thank you, sir. Nice meeting you,
You
sir.
can go back to your seat.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you, sir.
Well done, Mika. I really appreciate you acting as a robot. It was really nice. So just like Prabhu Aditya, Mitra gets 30 points bonus for acting as a robot. Yeah. This last argument of balance for the appraisal confusion answers, I took a little extra time with the quantum of planning that they have made.